Hey, what's going on, guys? This goes out to the Doge community, I guess, or anyone really willing to watch. I will pay you at least a nickel to watch this. Don't do that. I don't want to mail you a nickel. I'll send you one Doge. I'll have to buy some Doge to send you some, but that's okay. I'm half curious and half just baffled about this whole thing. I've been pretty vocal about them shitting on other projects blatantly. Billy Markus there, and Matt Wallace, who I know is not an inventor or a dev, but he is like the community leader. Again, no bad blood to the community. A lot of people in Doge are in Shiba and vice versa. A lot of people that got into Shiba made money off of Doge. So no love lost, honestly. Like I've just never invested in it. It was coming down as I was getting into crypto. I'm a newer investor, so it is what it is. But the issues I have are with Billy and with Matt Wallace. So Matt Wallace, he blocked me because I called him out. If you guys are unfamiliar, he had his whatever coin there, accept Doge, and then he changed it to accept crypto, and that thing rugged really hard, guys. He said there was something with the contract, with the guy who wrote the contract. Yeah, these time and time again, these Fiverr guys are writing these contracts, and these guys obviously have the keys to that contract, so they either pull liquidity, either whether he was involved himself in the rug pull or it was just an awful planned one. If you're going to do a large project like that and you want it to be very successful, you have a large following. Matt Wallace I can't hate him for his following. He has hundreds of thousands, if not over 1 million people following him. He rugged a lot of the people that supported him. So that always makes me sad to see when you have people that are in this influential spot and they turn their attention to some new flashy, this 1000x gem or God knows whatever. That's my issue with that. Matt Wallace. My other issue is with Billy. Last week he put out a slew of kind of insulting tweets. He pretty much insulted the entirety of the crypto market, calling us like losers and like 95% of us will never be successful, blah blah blah, kind of the detriment of the crypto investors. So why would you want to invest in a project where people blatantly call you like losers and like you're never gonna make money and this, that, and wouldn't you want to be somewhat positive and somewhat, whatever? And then he doubled down and came out and said, look, I haven't worked on Doge in 7.5 years. After launch, I'd never really worked on it. From what I've heard is that he had a large sum, and at the very peak, he sold a lot of it. Now, where are the Etherscan investigators for that? I know in a lot of communities, everyone's looking at the devs, if they're docs, if they're ever selling. Like, this guy sold, I guess, tons of money. And he just continues to shit talk people. But Dogecoin still remains that top spot, top meme coin. 100%, you guys have a great community. But why do you want to be insulted by some rich shit? You know what I mean? And you have Elon, who backs it, of course. And Elon's not much better. As much as I do love Elon, and I want a Tesla, and I know he's insanely smart and does a lot of good things. He's shitty sometimes. It is what it is. But just what utility Doge has is nothing. They could have worked on it. Dogecoin could have been top 5 at this point. They could have came out with some crazy ass utility. They could have, you know, had their own metaverse. They could have done so much stuff. There's so many avenues they could have gone. There's Saitama, who has their own exchanges, their own NFT platform, their own DeFi platform. Dogecoin has sat just doing nothing really, and he's admitted himself, 7.5 years. Sorry guys, 7.5 years, and he hasn't done anything. What does that tell you about it? He doesn't give a shit about you. He doesn't give a shit about the project. He just, yeah, like, this is a thing I made. It was a joke. I made tons of money off of it, and I'm gonna call the investors out and call them losers. Like, just why? I'm just curious. Obviously, it's a very high valued asset, but why insult your own, the people that made you rich, basically? The people that made this guy rich, he's all shitting on. Like, it's like your boss coming down on you and just poking you until you quit. Like, that's in essence is what's gonna happen eventually. People are gonna get tired of this guy and say, you know what, dog, peace out. I'll see you later. So there's lots of communities, guys. If you want to stay loyal, I got no issue with that. If you want to dip out because you're tired of being called names by the person that made a lot of money off you, just be smart about it, guys. Is Doge going to be widely accepted as other cryptos? They're not trying. Who wants to be involved with a company that's just not trying anymore? No one. They're not innovating. They're not anything. That's how you lose in the long run. It's just like Henry Ford. I'll give you a quick one before I go. Henry Ford said you can have any color, you know, car you want, as long as it's black. And then all these other brands came out and said, oh, you can have whatever you want. Oh, you want this? You want this? Oh, we're going to change up this. Oh, we have this style. When you're not the only meme coin in the game anymore, you should start innovating, man. That's all I'm going to say. You guys have a good one.